So, what would you say are areas that you think you are struggling in?
I think positioning is probably the biggest one.
Okay,
I really suck at positioning.
sure. So, I mean, other than, copying guides and stuff, you want to just try and think of like what your units are probably going to do, right?
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay. So, what are you thinking here? What do you like to start?
I usually like to start rod or belt.
Okay.
I didn't get either.
So, general positioning tips beyond like the absolute basics of like, tank in front,
Hmm.
damage in back. In stage 2, 3, and part of 4, you usually want to either pick right side or left side.
Okay.
And then in stage 4, second half, and stage 5, you usually want to center your comp because you're hitting level 8 or even maybe level 9. And then right stacking, people start to have AoE abilities, so right stack versus left stack leaves you more vulnerable than spreading.
Okay.
And then the things you're looking for are basically, I don't know if there's like a good acronym, but it's going to be like, Shroud, Zephyr, Blitz, um, Infiltrators,
Hmm.
and then like primary tank. Nice. So, what are we thinking with items here?
Um, Probably just put belt on Malawi, and then
Oh, wow. So, you could make a gold if you wanted to,
uh,
or you can keep because Shaco's a good unit.
and Shaco could be infiltrator here with
Yeah.
turn.
Uh, you're like pretty hard to hear. I have you turned really far up, and then you also have a little bit of background
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
buzz. So
Is this any better or?
it's better, but you still have a really weird like static whenever you talk.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Here, let's try to win this round first, and then focus on that. Okay.
Hmm. I should have put belt on Malawi. My bad.
Yeah, we could have made an item. We also like could sell like when are you playing Master Yi or Syndra? You could sell for 10 here and make an interest gold. There's also pairs that you could have picked up that would have been good.
Yeah. I don't think I ever played Syndra, so
Okay. So if we're not making IE here, what are you thinking? Don't just make it, just tell me. Like what If we're not making IE, we need to have a good reason. Are you pathing into something you're more comfortable with? Do you think IE isn't worth making? I can't hear you at all now if you're responding, by the way.
My bad. I was thinking maybe this can become like Deathblade or maybe Giant Slayer, and I could pivot into Jinx or something.
Okay. Let's make sure and make 10 here, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, we now could actually play 4 Battlecast. And you've got Shaco pair and Graves pair. Yep, so we just want to be thinking with our positioning right now, like what happens if they have a blitz? What happens if they have an infiltrator?
Right. So maybe just this.
Sure. Yeah, it depends on who you want to protect the most.
Probably Kog'Maw.
Okay. I'd say it kind of doesn't matter because you don't have blaster, so Kog'Maw isn't going to do anything with no items,
So
and
would Cassiopeia have been better?
Cassio probably isn't going to do anything either. So really, like Battlecast right now is mainly buffing the Nocturne,
Right.
so it's okay. So I think we lose this,
Oh.
but let's sell Ziggs because he's not going in anytime soon.
Yeah.
So are we still thinking like do you ever play reroll Battlecast? Do you just want to play Jinx Brawlers based on your starting items?
I've never played Battlecast before, so I think
Okay, let's not go down that route then. What are you thinking off this carousel?
So he took sword, but
Because we are picking right now and we're just AFK, right?
yeah. Maybe I take Ezreal and then I can make red buff.
Okay, sure. We do have the belt on Alawi, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if we have a second here. If we're just thinking 2 turns ago when you put the belt on Alawi,
Mm-hmm.
if you're thinking I want to play, yeah, actually sell Alawi on board, and then buy back both for 2 star, and then we can make Graves, and then we sell Ezreal, and then we double level and play Graves. Right now we get Blaster, and then we definitely never put it on Graves, right?
Oh, my bad.
So, because each tick of red buff on each target counts towards battle cast, and we now have 4
Right.
battle cast, right? So it should be on
So it would have been
Kog'Maw.
better on Kog'Maw, yeah.
Kog'Maw also has way higher base attack speed and gets an attack speed steroid, right?
Right.
And he's actually ranged, whereas Graves is melee.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay. The next time we get an actual blaster, we can just move it.
Yeah.
So, and then we have another component that we could at least utilize, right? Probably on
Um,
Alawi. Unless, well, Alawi if you're thinking tank item,
yeah.
um, or Kog'Maw if you want to put something else. So at this point, let's go ahead and buy Ezreal and kill the Graves and then move the item. And then, what are you thinking? Like, we're probably going to win this turn. We just hit a big spike. What
Yeah.
about 2 turns from now? What's our play?
Um, Hopefully maybe hit Kog'Maw. Or
Okay.
build an item for Kog'Maw so you can do more damage.
Let's try to think more realistic and less hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are the traits you could finish?
I could put in Chrono and Brawler if I got
Blitz,
Blitzcrank.
okay, or just any brawler would probably make your comp stronger. Let's just
Yeah.
sell a Shaco. Sorry. What I was trying to get you to realize is like the Shaco pair is really expensive and maybe not
Mhm.
even being played, right?
Mhm.
So we're losing gold by holding it. Why don't you go ahead and reposition now?
Okay.
So, yep, you want your main tank up front, and then just show me how you would position, because it's Krugs and we beat them no matter what.
I'd just put it like this and then I'd move Nocturne back here.
Okay, so Nocturne back there. So if they
Just
have
so
a blitz, what happens?
Oh, if they had a blitz, my Cosmo would have gotten grabbed.
Yep, which is like our main carry right now, right?
Yeah.
So not great. If they have an infiltrator, what happens?
Uh,
Sell Shaco and buy Cassio.
I could probably stay like this, right?
Sure. Let's try something else though. Move Alawi all the way up front.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then tuck Kog'Maw into the little top right corner. Yep. Up one more and diagonal one more. Nope,
Here.
to the right, to the right. Yep, there. And then put Cassio like to the left and front of yeah, like that. Yep. So Ezreal, we don't care about, right? He's
Right.
a trait. If his ability goes off or doesn't, it's not that impactful. So
Mm-hmm.
like right now, he is tanking blitz hooks and he's getting hit by the infiltrators, which is great. But
Right.
Kog'Maw is safe. Go ahead and sell Cassio and pick up Vi. Because we won and we hit 40. Cassio 2 doesn't matter at this point.
But Brawler is better.
Yep, exactly. And 3-2 is when most people are going to be leveling to 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can go ahead
Can
and
I take Fizz
level
here?
and play Vi. Yep, so if someone's on the left side, what happens?
Just my Nocturne jumps, and
Okay,
the
and then
Fizz
if
goes
if they have melee units, they walk up and who do they attack?
Vi and Alawi.
What if they're far left though? Who are they going to attack?
Ezreal and Cassiopeia.
Only Vi.
Oh, only Vi? Okay.
Right, if they're all the way to the left of your screen,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to walk diagonally and they're only going to hit Vi, who's weaker than Alawi and isn't benefiting by as many traits.
Right. So I should swap Vi and Alawi, right?
Yep. Or you can just put Vi in front of Blitzcrank, or sorry, not Blitzcrank, Kog'Maw,
Mm-hmm.
because if they're all to the right,
It also gives extra protection for.
exactly. So now we have the threat on the left from Nocturne. Our main
Mhm.
tank Alawi should take aggro from pretty much every side, unless if they're directly across from you, they're gonna attack Alawi and Vi, which is fine.
Yeah.
Kog'Maw's protected from Blitz and Infiltrators, and then yeah, so this is the positioning we're looking for. We do have a Blitzcrank that we could have played over Vi here for Chrono.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that, but I wasn't sure.
Yep, and it's kind of a bummer because because now we're not going to hit 50. Like, assuming we win
Yeah.
this, if we swap them out. But, I mean, you don't even necessarily sell Vi. So from this point, what are you thinking with our comp? Like, what do we want?
Um, Probably a fourth brawler to have a tankier front line.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry. Let me rephrase the question. We're really stable and quite strong, right?
mhm.
What are you thinking, like, 7 turns from now your comp looks like?
Oh, I should try to push levels so that I can hit better units, right?
Not necessarily. Just what are you pathing towards? What's your end game goal?
Um, Jinx and then four brawlers plus. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Just trying to think about what item.
Okay.
Um,
You might as well just take belt.
mhm. So it'd be Jinx and then four brawlers plus um, Aesol and one other rebel.
Malphite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So don't do anything rash. Let me ask you a question. Is Jinx better here than Kog'Maw?
No, because I lose battle cast on
Yep.
these four
So
units.
I mean, great, we have a Jinx, but let's keep playing our strongest board.
Right.
So let's go ahead and do the one thing that we could have done last turn to make ourselves slightly stronger. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then are you keeping the belt on Vi?
Um, I mean, it could become Trap Claw on Alawi.
Okay. Do we want Trap Claw? Do we want Trap Claw?
Um,
There is no right answer. I want to know what you think.
I mean, I can see in the lobby if like there's a lot of frontline cast like things that'll hit my frontline
Okay.
because then it might turn belt into.
Yeah, what else are we thinking? Like we have sword and we have a red buff.
Right. Um,
Let's try to plan for like the most realistic scenario, right? So if we go back 2 turns, you were last pick. You're never going to get a great item as last pick, usually.
right.
You naturaled the sword, right? Which means you're less likely to natural a second sword.
Hmm.
So we might have to settle, like, I think at the beginning of the game you said you like Deathblade. We might have to settle for something else.
That's okay. Yeah.
Like Infinity Edge, maybe?
Yeah. IE might be what's best. Just the glove is on the Alawi right now. So
Which is fine because, again, we, like, Alawi is not one of the 4 brawlers we end up using, right?
yeah.
Which is why it's fine to just throw stuff on her because we know, based on what you told me our end game is, that it's not sticking around, right?
Hmm.
So, again, 2 turns ago, I was trying to get you to sell Vi because if you hit another Vi, do you even want the belt on Vi 2?
No.
And by selling it, you put it back in the pool, making it more likely for you to hit the pair again, right?
Right. Hmm.
So we're at 80 gold. What are we thinking? Are we going to roll on
Probably just
6?
level. Mm,
Yep. Generally, you don't want to sit on a huge amount of gold because, like, you could have leveled last. No, never mind. You could not have. Never mind.
um,
Okay,
do I
so what
pick
can
up
we
Cassian
do
gear here?
to get stronger here? What do you think?
Um, I could roll and look for a mystic or another infiltrator.
Okay, we could roll. If we roll now, and what if you don't hit any of that stuff?
Um, then I should look to make my board stronger with items.
Okay, let's play a unit. Go ahead and play Vi. She benefits from a trait, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Are we keeping Syndra Jace?
No.
Okay, so let's just remove them as an option and sell them. Perfect. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at what items we could make. What do you think? What do you like?
So I don't think I'll ever get a sword again. So I'm thinking I should just build IE now,
Okay,
and I can leave it on Nocturne because I have a second glove.
sure.
Um, and then here I'm not really sure what to do because I have a lot of options, but they could build into like a lot of different utility with like Trap Claw and Shroud.
Sure. So we could go Shroud or we could go Frozen Heart. Let's go ahead and pick up Vi and then buy some experience. Perfect. We need to make some item. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Frozen Heart's
Um,
not a bad option. Shroud is a good option as well. Do you
okay.
want Morello?
Morello might be good on Acer, but that's much later on.
Right,
And
and I mean we have red buff and they don't stack, so it's not a great
yeah.
option. What can we do right now that would make us stronger? Just even if
Well,
it's just half a
mine's
component.
just half a component. I
Sure,
could give Ezreal or Cassiopeia tier.
sure.
Okay, well they died right away. So
It's okay. Yep. So these are just things we could be thinking 2 turns ago when we hit our items, right?
right.
So belt Alawi, we're selling her 100%, right?
Yeah.
Belt, let's get some use out of it.
Hmm.
Tier Cassio, great. Casts like 1 second quicker. It doesn't matter that much, but great. Go ahead and pick that up, and then let's get. You can go ahead and level, and then just do what you would normally do, and then I'll let you know what I think. Okay?
Okay. Mm,
Nice. So I agree with almost all that. I think maybe we could just sell Nocturne and Kog'Maw and put in the Jinx at this point.
okay.
Because Jinx
Yeah.
Fizz, like 4 battle casts with Kog'Maw 1, decent items, is kind of falling off, right?
Yeah.
We just lost 2 in a row. I mean, we ended up winning this because we got the 4 brawler spike, which is great.
Hmm.
It might not even be better, but that's what I'm thinking is maybe slightly stronger. But let's get back to that in a second. So we're third pick. There's a lot of bad stuff for us here, but what do you want if you can get it?
Um, I could pick up another belt, and then I can make redemption in more mods.
Okay. How do you feel about your Jinx items?
I don't think they're very good, to be
Okay, what
honest.
could make them better? Maybe a defensive
Oh,
choice? Trap Claw or
yeah,
okay.
I'll go take this up. Because you can also make
What
them match
now?
up
Like we don't
with
have to make Trap Claw, right? We're healthy. We just won a round. We have a creep round in 2 turns.
hmm
By taking Glove here, what else could we maybe get that would be like beneficial?
trap claw, or not trap claw, sorry, lasso spur.
Yeah. Yep. So Glove is a great pick here because it's flexible, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we need to reposition now because what do we want Jinx to be safe, but we also want to make sure that she focuses who Blitz pulls. So let's put Blitz far right corner. Yep, and then Jinx next to her, and then we're gonna like back up Cassio and maybe Gnar just to protect.
Oh, oops. Okay, I missed the gnar bit.
That's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and place our unit like or our item like you were going to.
Would it go on Ezreal or
Let's
Jinx?
go ahead and put it on Jinx because we're not sure that we get anything better, right?
Right. Jinx died before she could
Yep,
really do anything. But
it's okay. So what's it looking like? Do you feel like we need to push to roll more? Are we strong? Do you
no,
feel
our buff's
like
coming off, so I think I need to hit a couple upgrades here, maybe.
okay? There's also a couple units that you really want, like specifically Malphite.
Right, because I need him for rebels as well.
Yeah,
So maybe I should roll down here.
yeah. Just roll a not down, just a couple, right?
Okay.
Don't make Cassio. We're killing her like almost instantly, right?
Would a
Fizz
fizz
is good.
upgrade?
Let's go ahead and take the Fizz.
And then
Fizznar, yep, and we can roll one more. Oh, and there's Jinx. Perfect. Yep, nice. And then we invested, 20 gold. We hit 2 more pairs and a huge upgrade. So, not bad. Some people would say probably just take another loss and wait till creep round. I think that would be better depending on the lobby, but we're not in a position with coaching right now to like try and scout really quick and make that decision. So we just went for the safer pick to roll a little, right?
yeah.
But on your own, you'd want to be like, okay, how many people are contesting me? If there's 3 Jinx players, maybe I need to roll now. If not, maybe I can greed and try to look 9 or wait until post creeps, stuff like that.
hmm
So Battlecast 2, what do we think? Is it helping us much?
Not really. I mean,
Okay,
you could just get
so
rid of it
what
now.
could we play instead of Cassio that would maybe be better?
Probably just Azel.
Yep, I agree. Perfect.
And yeah, I'm not really sure what items these are going to be because I have.
Yeah, that's fine. We should still get maybe 2 here, so we have decent options.
hmm
Like you said, we've got Trap Claw Redemption, isn't bad, right? Redemption frontline, Trap Claw and Jinx to keep her a little safer. Maybe this
Yep,
is a bow.
that was a sword.
Okay, it's a sword. We could go. I don't know. Okay, how do you feel? Like, do you think we can go 9 on this board?
Uh, I mean, maybe yeah.
Let's do it. Nice, I agree. I mean, we have 3 upgrade frontline. Jinx is upgraded. Blitz 1 versus 2. Does it really matter? Ez 1 versus Ez 2. Does it really matter? Okay, so what if you go like, let's go Gunblade, Asol, and then you could go maybe Redemption frontline, Trap Claw backline.
Okay. And I can just
So, and what are we like? What's the dream here?
um. Well, I need to hit Malphite so I can throw in rebels for Jinx.
Yep. And actually, I believe that the roll chance for one cost at level 8 and 9 are the same.
Oh, okay.
It's both 14, which is not great, but maybe even if we just hit one Malphite, that'd be good for us.
Yeah.
What
So
is the rest like? Let's say we hit Malphite. What does the swap look like?
I'd swap out Alawi and then have Narvi frontline.
Yep. And then who are the items going on?
These would go on Nar.
Yep. Perfect. And then all right, we're sitting on 2 rebels. If we hit Malphite, great. If we don't hit Malphite, what are you thinking?
Um, if I don't hit Malphite and I roll down, if I could hit Zed, that also work because it can be Rebel
Yeah.
Infiltrator.
Let's say we hit Malphite. Let's say we hit Malphite. What's your ninth unit gonna look like?
Um, I have 4 ballers. I have 2 blaster. I'd have rebels. Probably
Uh-huh.
just another infiltrator.
Yep. And so who are you thinking?
Um, I mean, I could put in Zed because he'll give more shields and AD to Jinx, right?
Yeah, it gives a small damage increase. Do you think that is better or worse than Echo though? That's the
No, no.
question, right?
If I hit Echo, then Echo for sure because
Okay.
he's definitely the better unit.
Yep. It's just like, is the Echo ult more beneficial or the small shield and damage on Jinx? It could go either way, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like let's say you roll down and you hit Z1 Echo 1. Like Z1 might be better than itemless Echo 1 and but then you hit Echo 2, maybe we make the swap. Stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So here you should be thinking like how much gold is it for me to hit 9? When am I hitting 9? Cuz by holding 69 gold, it's like you're giving yourself the opportunity to roll heavily on 8 if you want to.
Right.
But at this point we're halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're making that decision?
Um, the lobby. I mean, this guy's still pretty high health, and this guy's still pretty high health, but it might just be worth it to roll now, because
Okay, well why don't like
anyways.
if we roll now, what can we hit that makes us stronger?
Not much other than really just like Malphite,
Okay?
which isn't really worth it because it's 1 unit. But
Yeah, I mean, if you're not sure, we can hover over the rebel buff and see what it would give. I think it'll give 20% damage to Jinx.
oh,
So we could go disarm or ZZ Rod. It's probably ZZ Rod, right?
yeah, and I can
Unless
still
I mean, normally if you're not talking to me, I know it's really hard and you're doing a great job. Normally you're probably scouting to see what you think you want, right? And
yeah,
so
no,
I'm not sure, but maybe that guy in first is the Shredder guy, and then it's like, oh, disarm Echo is better.
no solution.
Right, so disarm maybe was better there, and then there's the
Yeah,
Shredder
yeah.
guy. So maybe disarm's better, and that's my bad because I just told you to take Z0 out. But
Um, I think I should push 9 then.
okay, let's go ahead and do it. Not all, but just start by like you won, right? So you don't
Mm-hmm.
want to just send it, just slow level.
Mm-hmm.
That was unfortunate. This the mech ult might kill Jinx.
Oh,
Oh, nice,
survived, I guess.
nice. Okay, so we got him.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's yeah, top 3.
Okay, there's a Ezreal.
I could just level and roll
You
here.
could, but ask yourself this: if you level now, what's next turn?
Oh well, it's Kane anyways, so I could just wait.
Yep. So I mean, if you level now, you should be leveling now is indicating that you feel really pressured to hit 9. Because if you level now, it's going to cost you what? Like, why don't you buy down to 50? Try to get in the habit of buying down to 50.
Mm-hmm.
Because sitting on like over 50 gold oftentimes is not helping. So let's buy experience to 50. Okay, so leveling would have cost you 2 interest gold and then 2 more in the neutral round. So you're saying, okay, if you're, and then even more if, like, let's say you had a unit to actually play, it costs you 4 interest gold. If you don't, you're rolling, and then it's costing you even more, right?
Right.
Gunblade isn't unique, right? Let's go ahead and right click ASOL.
Oh yeah, it's not okay.
So you can actually get an 800 shield now, right? Because they changed it. If you overheal, you get a shield.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that was just that. I mean, it happened yesterday or this morning or whatever. So we could pre-level. Go ahead and pre-level. And then we have no reason to keep gold, right?
Right.
So send it. Like we're rolling for Malphite, we're rolling for Echo, Ezreal, Blitzcrank, Jinx 3, pick up Jinxes. You're uncontested, right?
Yeah.
Wukong is never going in.
Mm-hmm.
We need to play a unit here, so there's a Blitz. Blitz. Could just play 2 Blitzes.
Sure.
GP we could play, even though we don't have...
Demolitionist.
Yeah. So, and then we also just need to be focusing on our positioning, right? So we have a Shroud that we need to use. We want to make sure that we're not getting Zephyred or Shrouded.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we're reaching the end game, those are the things we want to be thinking about. This guy has Lucian 3. Oh, wow, that healing is nuts. Okay, I can pick up Jinx. Malphite.
Malphite, my bad.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's not roll below 10, though.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's worth playing GP here, is it?
Nope. One thing you could do is play 2 Jinxes.
Okay.
Because one might get excited and the other one might not.
I should have repositioned for Shroud here, but...
That's okay. Another thing you have is like that. Did you see how Asol blocked Blitz? And Blitz doesn't make other people aggro who once he punches them up, the units switch aggro, right?
Yeah.
So the whole reason we're playing Blitz is to get Jinx excited, and in that case, Asol there's Zed. Yeah, let's go ahead and play that. It gets us 2 more traits, and then we lost. So let's keep rolling. We're looking for Jinx. We're looking for Blitz 2. We're looking for Malphite. There's another Jinx. And then there's an Echo.
Would I play Echo over...
I would play 2 Jinxes here because I don't think the Rebel buff is doing that much.
Yeah, it's not...
But we also are really, really clumped, right? It looks like we're not, but Fizz is jumping, right? So if they have any AoE, they only have like one area to hit you with it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we want to spread out. Another thing we probably should have done and looked for while we're rolling down is another Alawi. Because if we don't have Malphite, we can at least move the items off Alawi.
Yeah. And put them on Gnar.
Right, because Gnar is going to utilize them much better. Okay, so what do you think you want here? Not a lot of great options.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Maybe we could take Protector Spout on the Asol, and then instead of Jinx, we could play any random Protector.
Sure.
The other options are pretty bad, right? You could go Declaw against Cyber and Shredder, not helpful, or just some random component.
Right.
So let's go ahead and keep rolling. We're trying to hit a Protector or Malphite. Rakan.
Yeah.
And then we can sell the Zed and pick up Jinx if we win. Right. All right. So, well, just sell Zed and pick up Jinx. I meant if we win, we get to keep trying to move Ezreal to the left one, and then Rakan down. Okay,
my bad.
that's fine.
I'll move it.
So I mean, we also don't need. We can be using the Asol to be blocking Zephyrs or hooks. We don't have Rebel buff, so Asol doesn't have to be next to Jinx, right?
Right.
And again, we're at a point where people do have AoE, so we really want the opportunity to... I actually think you might win this. This is, like, sad.
That's...
Because Zaya died. He doesn't have enough burst.
Oh.
Oh.
That's not... Oh, well.
Yeah, in overtime, healing goes way down. So, okay.
That's been going on for so long.
Yeah, how about this? Why don't you just think about what we could have done better, how you feel like the game went, and I have to run to the restroom real quick, so I'll be back. And then once you have your thoughts gathered, we can just go ahead and queue up again and do another a second game. So I'll be right back.